Welcome back to my channel, YouTube family. What's good? It's your brother Toby, coming at y'all again with a new video. So this morning, it's like real early, so forgive me if I'm kind of out of it. So yeah, this morning I'm gonna go ahead and make a video responding to or addressing Dave Chappelle's recent stand-up, recent, um, you know, his opinions as far as cancel culture and uh, the different LGBTQ communities and things of that nature. So I watched the stand up all the way through, and first of all, let me say that Dave Chappelle is a very articulate artist. He's an awesome comedian. Um, Definitely one of the goats. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you have Eddie Murphy, you have Richard Pryor if you're into that type of comedy. You know what I'm saying? But overall, Dave Chappelle is very, very highly skilled. He's one of the goats of comedy. So, um, far as his previous stand-ups, people, certain communities like the one I just addressed have been attacking him and saying that he's homophobic, whatever. And in this recent stand-up, he had a friend. She was gay. She died, passed away, and so she had a daughter, and he made a comment about finding her daughter and blessing her with some money or some type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And overall, my point is this. And I totally stand with him. Um, the cancel culture is just running wild, running rampant, and now it's like we live here in America. I've been in countries where there's a lot more, I would say, stringent rules. But here in America, a lot of reasons and a lot of times the reason why people come over here is for the opportunities, the freedoms that we have. But now it's getting to a point to where we can't even say things that we don't agree with out loud without somebody wanting to, you know, demonetize our businesses or attack us, cancel us, and all that. And so, like I said, in the videos prior, I grew up in the '90s, and so for me, um, I definitely recall, people that were that dealt with same sex attraction. You didn't know about it because they kept it like really low key, and they didn't have any you know it just was, you had to really study these people to figure out, okay, is this person homosexual or is it this. And that's that. But now it's 2021 going into 2022 very, very soon, like one more month. Today's November 1st. And it's like certain people want you to, they want to force their uh, ideologies on you. And it's like, okay, look, if that's what you do, if that's who you are, then that's who you are, and that's just what you do. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what also what bothers me as a person is that when you can't even express your opinion without somebody wanting to demonize you, without someone wanting to, um, just destroy your business, your heritage, your legacy, and all that. And so again, what I'm simply saying is this, man. Cause I'm not trying to make this video very long. Is that because he also mentioned that it was Netflix that it was a Netflix corporation, the corporate side that had a beef with him. It wasn't necessarily the LGBTQ community. It was more so the business side. But overall, when people try to silence your voice, and that's another thing that's another great gift that God has given us, is our power of voice, our power in our minds and our opinions. You see what I'm saying? And so when people try to silence you, it's not good. It's actually manipulative. You can't say this, you can't do that. You can't do this, you can't do that. But it's like, okay, well, what can I say? And the thing is, if you're out here disrespecting people, then okay, I get it. But if you're just expressing your own mind, your own thought, and then people are still trying to find ways to attack you and make you look like the villain, then it's more so their own hearts, and that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? Um, we have a voice. We have a choice voice of choice and all that. Just like when it comes to voting, you know, this past recent election, I saw a lot of people take their mask off and attack other people for their choices or whatnot. You know, in the day, if you wanted to vote for whichever candidate you felt was best to go for uh, the position of president, then okay, that's what it is. You know what I mean? But to demonize a person, to make them feel less than, that's terrible. You should never make people feel bad for expressing their freedom of choice, freedom of speech, as long as it's tasteful, as long as it's respectful, then it's okay. It's fine. But overall, what I want to say is this, man, is that I definitely agree with Dave Chappelle. He said he's not homophobic, he's not transphobic, you know, and neither am I. But in the same regard, you know, I serve God. I'm a Christian, and so my Bible and my Lord and God says that there's things that are not of Him. You see what I'm saying? And so there's other avenues, there's other areas to explore as far as coming to wholeness, coming to a full healing in certain areas in our emotions or whatnot. And that's a whole nine. But overall, you know, in short, I wanted to say that it's terrible that this country, but the Bible does talk about the days being darker and nights being colder, about how, you know, people will be more selfish. You know, they'll be lovers of themselves. That's what it says in 2 Timothy 3:15, I believe. Yeah, people will be lovers of themselves. People will hate the truth, and that's what it is. Especially being a Christian in America, we have the most unpopular, biased stances ever. Because, you know, if I don't agree with your sin, you call me a bigot, you call me a hateful person, and it's not. It's just because it's sin, and I can't, you know, straddle the fence. I have to be on one side of the fence, and that's what. As I get older, that's what I see a lot in this younger generation is that people hate being rejected. I mean, yeah, we all do. You know what I'm saying? Jesus was rejected, and He felt our emotions. But in the same notion, you really got to consider that, okay, is this right? Is this wrong? You have to be so determined and so steadfast in your position to where no matter who's with you, who's not with you, you got to know that you know that, hey, I'm doing the right thing. I don't care who's with me. I don't care who goes against me. I can bring up plenty of other people that took a stance and he lost literally everything. You know, Dave Chappelle, you know, walked away from a $50 million check from Comedy Central. And dude ain't working like 10 years and he's still doing okay. He's doing like little shows and venues here and there. COVID, you know, came up around last year. You know, he still was doing his shows and stand-up. So overall, and it's because he made a choice to walk away from something. But people don't talk about that. And that's what he actually mentioned in the stand-up. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to reference other people that have literally gave up their incomes, their all kinds of things, man, just because of their opinions, just because of their position in a certain idea. That's what happens. So you got to count the cost on your own behalf. So thank y'all for watching. I pray that y'all have a great day. Peace.